Hello everybody, it is the Dragon Lord and we are back with another video. Today we're actually going to be doing something a little different because we're in creative and we're in this world, and I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to build this house right behind me. So if you are in your Minecraft world and you're struggling for inspiration or just have no idea how to get started with your house, this is a great tutorial for you. If you're more experienced and you're looking for details or advice like that, this is probably not the video for you. The tactics I'm using are very simple mechanics. However, um, it's always good to remember the basics. So, essentially, right here, wooden house, pretty large, great structure and stuff for a medieval style or just pretty much any basic not starter, but basic Minecraft house. Oh, that is not what we want. That like slash weather clear, please. We do not need that rain. Alright. The interior is hollow for now. I didn't add any interior. This is purely the exterior of the house. The interior you're free to do with as you please. This house is great because it's very versatile depending on the biome you're in. So if you were in a spruce biome next to an oak or an oak biome, plains biome next to a spruce forest where you had access to oak and spruce, this is the sort of template you would have. But it does not require that basic template. You could build this house as long as you are near any two different types of wood you can find. So for example, if we wanted to build this out of, let's say, like acacia and oak, right? I mean, if you're near like an acacia biome and an oak biome, you could build this house with these blocks. So, let's get started. So I've mapped out sort of the dimensions here. So once you're ready, once you have enough resources, you think, to start your house, or if you're in creative, just starting this right now, practicing, that's fine. You're going to want to build up 5 blocks, so 5 blocks high, right? And once you have that pillar, you can start, make sure you have plenty of space in the back for the house. You're going to go over 5 blocks, and then 5 blocks high. And then you're going to go over 4 blocks, right? 4 right here, in the back, and you're going to go up 5 blocks again, right? Oh, patch those up. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side, so that's 4 right there, 5 right here. Okay, so 4 by 5 square. Rectangle, I guess, because it's not directly. But then you're going to go 6 blocks out to the left of your backmost log, and then 6 blocks out to the right of your backmost log. Alright, and then you should have a basic sense of the facade of the house. Right, and then this one is 8 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Or did I miscount? No, yeah, 8 blocks towards the back. And once you do that, and you do 8 blocks over here from that log, you will get yourself your house. Now, this next log is completely optional. I like to add it just to give some more support and spruce up the back a little bit. Get it? Spruce, because spruce log. Be here all night. Anyway, this is the door to the house, right? So if you just follow the door back to the center of where this back wall will be, you will have the center of the wall, or you can count and measure all the center if you want. Once you have your logs in place, the next part, pretty easy. You're going to want polished andesite, stone, cobblestone, and stone bricks. So we want to look for the stone bricks, not the infested. Be careful. Don't want to build with the infested stone bricks. And you will then place them all in any assortment you want, whatever you think looks the best, and build your entries to your house. You're going to leave a 2 block hole right there vertically for your door, and you're going to make sure that this is 3 blocks high, okay? And I made a mistake here actually. This front wall should be 1 back, right? And you're going to want this to basically be your, let's do that right there. I think that looks good. Nope, I gotta say it, please. Okay, you're basically going to want this back wall to be behind the log so that you can frame it with the logs, and these stand out and give it more of a 3D effect, right? That's what you want. So what you're going to do is, I'll map this out for you here, but what you're going to want to do is just kind of fill it in behind the logs, right? Just make sure that everything kind of flows behind, and it is all linear. You're going to want to go around those front corners too. You don't have to, but I like to. And this will be the basic shape of your house. So I will fill that all in with these random assortment of blocks. You do not have to randomize the blocks. You can, if you want to, you could do like all stone brick, right? So let's say we'll make this wall like all stone brick, just so to show you what it would look like in the completed version if that was all stone brick. Okay, but I like to mix them up. I think it adds, more diversity in your build, and just overall makes it better. So, oh, it's raining again. So anyway, we will cut to when we have everything completed. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, so we have finished the walls of the house, the stone portion anyway, and so we can get rid of these. We will not need those again, and we can bring out our two planks, right, of the wood palette we decided to use. So once we have these, we can go ahead and we will start the wall. So I recommend using the darker or more flavorful block as the wall. So like the spruce here, probably the acacia for this one. You're just going to go up 2 blocks all the way around on top of your wall, and once you have completed that, you will have basically the integral part of the structure done, and what you'll have left to do are the details and the roof. So once you go through this like so, you should step back, and it looks pretty good. You'll notice it looks a little odd. There's kind of a weird transition from the wood to the stone, and that's what this right here is for. So you're going to go through with your second type of block, and you're just going to come through and cover up that transition. And you'll notice that the log itself is not what I used in the final version of the house, and that is my preference. I think that hold on, we will times that day there. It is my preference that I think that the log should be stripped. So if you do not know how to strip a log, you just get an axe, so any axe, right? And you just right click on the log, and it will strip it. So you just strip all these logs, and it will go ahead and make that effect for you, which I think personally is a very nice effect, and I think it kind of diminishes the power and the color of this to make it kind of blend in more. Anyway, after this comes the tricky part. So a lot of people struggle with roofs in Minecraft, and that's totally understandable. So you grab your staircase, and here's how you do it. We're just going to frame the roof so that it's really, really simple, and you couldn't possibly mess it up. You're just going to go one back, right there. We're just going to frame the roof. So what you do is have it overhang by 1 block past the log, right? You want to have it overhang so it pops out. And then this part's really easy. See how this roof is shaped? It goes 2, a block, a 1, a block, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go 2, right? A block, a stair, another stair, and then a block. And then a block. And then what we're going to do here is 2, a block, another stair, and then, did I mess that up? Yeah, another stair, and then a block, and that is that roof. So as you can see, it matches up, and that is the frame for that roof. And then the same thing, a very similar thing over here. So I'm gonna go back here, overhang by 1 block. Oh my god, this rain just does not want to leave me alone. um, overhang by 1 block, right? And this one is 2 at the bottom, so 2, right? And then a block. So over here, 2, and then a block. And once you have that started, it's really just that same pattern up to the top. So there will be this, right, that matches with that. Make sure you get these stairs underneath, because that is what gives it the good frame effect that it has. And then once you reach the top here, you are pretty much done. There's one more detail to add, but you're going to continue the frame and get to the top. And once you do this, you're just going to repeat the exact same frame that you just made on the... Oh, I messed that one up. I was wondering why I was off center. You're going to... Oh my goodness. You're going to repeat the exact same frame that you just made. Did I mess this whole thing up? What did I do wrong? Oh, it's down here. Oh man. Okay. Alright. This is what I get for... this is what I get for trying to make the same house twice. I'm really struggling with this idea of putting the block there. Okay. Once you get this set up, you can go ahead and repeat the exact same thing on the other side. So I will do that real quick and I'll see you right back. Alright, so now now that we have the frame set up, this next part is really easy. All you have to do, and I promise you, you can't possibly mess this up if you've done the frame correctly. All you have to do is just extend these back until they meet, right? And once they meet, that is your roof, right? So if there's a stair here in that upmost block, you're going to extend the stair back, okay? And then once the stairs meet, that is your roof, okay? One small detail that I'm going to have to tell you guys real quick is before you do this part right here, I believe, yeah. So what I did is I covered underneath these stairs with planks. So I would recommend covering this part of the build, this overhead, with planks, so that it doesn't kind of seep through the build. So just cover that part up with planks, right? Once you've done that, you can continue on just placing your stairs in a kind of line so that it all kind of wraps around, and connects up. And for the block parts, all you just do, just place the block and just keep going around and the stair, right, and everything. What you're going to want to do up here, important note, is slabs, right? This is an oak slab that runs the whole way across here, right? And matches up and links off the top of the roof. So make sure you do that first before you continue on with the rest of the roof. And then you can just bring these logs over, right? Sorry, just throw that in there. Bring these logs over and kind of finish off the roof. So once I've filled everything in, I will cut back and you guys will see the finished product. Alright, so we are back and we finished the roof and it looks really good. The stairs kind of match it perfectly. What we're going to do, actually first what we're going to do is light up the inside here just so no more of these bats spawn. I hate their squeaking. I'm probably going to have to put up with it for a while though. And also, while we're at it, we can kind of times a day here. Nice. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to just fill this part up with that counter log, right? So that other log you have, you're just going to fill up the ends of the roof, right? And once you get to the top of this part, you're going to have to put in 2 slabs right there, because that is just the that's just how this works. So because that's just how it's going to work out mathematically. There's no way to avoid it, and if you break those slabs and put this up top there, you will have 2 different colored planks sticking out there. So I guess if you didn't mind about that or wanted to work around it by like placing slabs above it or something, you could do that. Anyway, once you get this done, it is really just time to work on the details of the house. So, uh, windows. So, glass panes work the best in my opinion for windows. You could do a different color if you so choose, but I like to just make these windows nice and easy. 2 blocks up, right? 1, 2, and then just go ahead and I believe it's 2 blocks down. Yep, perfect. And just fill it up with glass. And go around to the other side, do the exact same thing, and fill it up with glass. Alright, and once you have your windows, really everything else is personal preference. One thing I like to do is kind of cover the corners of my columns with these stairs, right? So I will throw down these oak stairs kind of all around every corner, just to kind of detail it up. I think it adds another layer to the build that otherwise was not there. And then I also like to add in these grass blocks. So you'll notice over in the house, I put little grass blocks for where I wanted there to be. Sorry, grab a trapdoor here, but for I wanted there to be plant life. So I will just throw those up, right, like this, and then I will add any type of flower, really. I think that, oh my god, this is absurd. Now time it's now time just started to rain. I think that these types of bushes particularly work the best. I also like to do these fences. So if you've noticed back at the other side, I did these fences. So I'll actually have to get rid of that if you want to do the fences. But I like to add them. They're like little support beams. They really, I think, work in terms of decoration. And then you can actually, if we want to, we can throw those down there, get those trapdoors, and do that. And we're not going to spend too much time worrying about the different plant life. So we'll just all throw it out. We'll throw it out in the bushes. It's not that big of a deal, right? So just go through, place your kind of plant boxes. And if you were really wanting to get fancy with this house, you could actually put windows behind these plants. Really just get with it. Anything you think kind of works out to your advantage here. Again, just those trapdoors. Those trapdoors I think are really important because it makes it look like it's held in the container. Otherwise, it just doesn't look like that at all. And then you can do the same thing on these sides here, and you can throw down, get your dirt blocks, your grass blocks rather. I'm messing that up. Put those in, and then your plants. Right? And then same thing on this side. Your fence, your grass, your trapdoor, your plants. Okay? And once you get those, you're almost done. You're nearly done. The next thing I recommend doing is getting the other trapdoor. So I use the spruce ones. I think spruce ones look great, but these acacia ones will work just fine as well. I would actually change that like that, yeah. But this is what I would use the acacia for. Just kind of making the transition between the two logs easier on the eyes, right? I think that's just a good detail to add, and it makes the build overall better. This actually looks not as well. It doesn't go as well, I think, as the spruce does, but it's a start. Just putting it on the tops of the windows. You could put on the sides too, and make it look more like shutters if you wanted to. That works really well. The spruce probably in contrast with something else. But yeah, so once you kind of have that down, what is left is the door. So you just kind of throw down the doors you're choosing. I recommend placing it like this, so that it kind of gives it some more dimension, more depth. And then there you go. There you have it. This is your house. Alright, so once you've finished the house here, that is pretty much everything to it. You can mix up the decorations any way you like. It is personal preference. However, whatever floats your boat, you might say. But let me know down below what other types of builds you might want me to show you how to make. Anything medieval really is my specialty. Castles, towers, villages, even boats. I think I'm pretty decent at, so I would be happy to show you guys some tutorials. But yeah, this is the house um, that I showed you guys how to build. So if you have any questions at all about the build or any future builds, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.